is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome here today to my first of the 5-part series of ranking every NBA player throughout their position. And today we are going to be ranking the NBA point guards from 1 to basically 30. And I think this is a solid tier list. There might be missing a couple players, so I do apologize. I think I didn't notice Cade Cunningham here. Don't know if he's just not listed as a point guard. But yeah, so I do apologize if that. I'll try to maybe throw out any guys that aren't in here, because some of these tier lists aren't perfect. And if you know of any, please let me know on Twitter. And also, I have to put out the disclaimer: if you are sensitive to tier lists and if you don't agree with people's opinions out there, I don't know, dislike the video now and leave, or if it's going to frustrate you, because I'm sure my opinion is not going to be the same as yours. And that's what's the beauty about kind of sports, as we all have different opinions, because there's no really objective value to a lot of these. Like, yes, or there could be objective value by saying LeBron James is better than Kevin Knox, right? But if you're really getting down to the nitty gritty, like who do you prefer, Drew Holiday or Fred VanVleet, people are going to give you different answers. So, yeah, don't get too offended. I'm not going to be ranking everybody here, because there's a lot of point guards. I think there's over 50 point guards here. So I'm really doing 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 15, 16 through 20, 21 to 25. I'll probably do 26 to 30 just so we wrap out the 30 best point guards, and then 30 and on. And I'm really only going to do players here. It's really different now with NBA positions also, because people play multiple positions. People are interchangeable. It's not like the NFL where you're 100% a wide receiver, 100% offensive lineman, or maybe a center in the NFL, or 100% a starting pitcher, or a third baseman, or a first baseman in the MLB, right? It's very different, and that's what makes the NBA so great. So to start off with mine, I think I did notice that Luka is here, right? Because I didn't know if he was going to be listed as a point guard. So it really comes down to your preference, and this is, I think, based off this season. So you have Steph and I think Luka 100% as the top 2. I'm going to give Steph the benefit of the doubt because he's been here. He's been a top 5 player in the league for the last 6-7 years, or whatever. He's been up there. He's in the finals right now. I'm recording this before game 1. He's probably going to be the favorite to win. He's probably the odds-on favorite right now to win finals MVP. Because I know the Warriors are favorites. So he's going to be 1, but if they're in the same tier, they're interchangeable. If you put Luka above Curry, I am fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. And I think next year, I'll do this again before the season starts, and I'm going to do this based on who I think will be better this upcoming year. I'm going to probably have Luka above Steph, but I think right now that's what we need to be. Now, who else makes this? Chris Paul. Oof, the players were not nice, or the playoffs were not nice to Chris Paul. I think at least that goes in there is Damian Lillard. I think Chris Paul, and then, I don't know, maybe Chris Paul drops off a little bit now to like 6, and then we throw in a little bit of the new guard in there, like Jamal Murray and Trae Young. This is going to be a little bit difficult. It is. So say we put Jamal Murray at 4. I'm going to give Lillard also the benefit of the doubt because he was hurt for this previous season. And then Trae Young, do I want to put in there? Like, you have Drew Holiday, or maybe I put Chris Paul at 5. I drop him there. Because, yeah, you'd rather have Jamal Murray than Chris Paul, but Chris Paul is still really damn good. So then I would 100% start off the next tier with Trae Young, which is crazy that Trae Young's like, but if I said, the start of next year, I'm going to have Trae Young ranked ahead of Chris Paul. And, if he's the end of this tier, beginning of this tier, they're also interchangeable. Next up, we are going to have, who did I just miss? See, I'm definitely not going to be ranking everybody. So James Harden is in here. All right. I guess, yeah, I'll be ranking James Harden. Okay. All right, well, this now complicates things because James Harden has not been the James Harden of old. Do I drop James Harden down to the 7th best point guard in the NBA? I mean, no. I can't, right? Because James Harden... Okay, this is going to get tough. Let's just throw him up there. Ben Simmons, who also hasn't played. I mean, he's probably going to immediately be in that tier. He might even be above here because I'll still take Ben Simmons over some of these other guys. Like, we know Drew Holiday's up here. We know Jamal Murray will probably be somewhere around there. Maxey has been great so far. Could Maxey be in that tier? Possibly. We know Shea's going to most likely be in this tier. Then I'm going to interchange a lot. Like, DeJounte Murray. Like, point guard is the most loaded position in the league. We know that D'Lo will probably be up here. Alonzo will be up here. Mike Conley. I mean, we have De'Aaron Fox, like Kemba, Rose, Russ. Oh, God. Okay, we're going to have to get into Russ. We're going to have to get into Brogdon. We're going to have to get into a LaMelo Ball. I'm just throwing out my pool players, so, like, I'm not kind of getting confused. Like, John Wall, where is he going to rank? Jalen Brunson, after the great playoffs he had. Marcus Smart is listed as a point guard here. Tyus Jones, we'll see if I rank him. Like, Reggie Jackson, I'll probably rank. Cole Anthony, I'll probably rank. All right, so let's figure out the set of guys. Is there anybody else that's, like, at least, like, in top 15 consideration? That is out here, no. Oh, Garland, yes. Okay. I think I got everybody, like, Dinwiddie solid, obviously. And technically, Jordan Poole is listed, like, as the second string point guard on the Warriors depth chart. I'm looking because you have Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Kuminga, Draymond. All right, like, we'll have Beverly around here. All right, I think I got mostly everybody that I want to put in. Fultz as well. Jesus Christ, there are so many good point guards. I'll throw Rose up here. Kemba, I don't know. And then Lowry, duh. All right, so this is now the hard part, man. This is the hard part because point guard is absolutely loaded. And if I'm going based off the 2022 season, we're going to have to pull up old trusted or old reliable basketball reference. So James Harden, like he's somebody I just want to get more of a feel of his 2022 stats. Pretty crappy efficiency. The playmaking is still there though. It is. Man, this is tough. This really is tough. Do I like... All right, so we go Steph, Luka, Lillard, Ja. Because this is like right now. Like if the playoffs were starting right now, who do I take? I mean, Chris Paul, though. I probably should have did this after the regular season, right? All right, maybe we drop Chris Paul. Maybe I throw Harden still in there. Maybe it's disrespectful to have Harden in that tier below. I guess I'd probably still rather have Trey. We'll do this. Now, Shea, I'm good with right there after Chris Paul. Now, who gets in right after Shea? Garland? Drew? Maybe Drew for his defensive ability and how elite he is there. And I know he had a pretty poor offensive playoffs, but he's still really good. Like, Chris Paul's probably going to be behind Shea next year. We got Garland there. DeJounte and ahead of Ben Simmons. Like, who comes in front of Ben Simmons? I don't think I've seen enough out of LaMelo. Ben Simmons way too high. I think Jamal Murray might be a little bit too high. Kyle Lowry. Maxi's probably a tier too high. Fox, we could put up here. Murray and D'Lo probably somewhere. I probably will, like, D'Lo, I don't think I saw like anything from him this year that makes me like, all right, 100% in front of Murray. Maxi, I'd probably rather have than D'Lo. Lonzo, though, this gets tough. I'd rather have Lonzo than probably these two as well. But Lonzo was hurt. Brogdon, sure. Who do I drop into 30 and on? Definitely Jackson and Beverly. And then who, like, Poole. Like, Poole's so weird. Like, I think he's a wing in my eyes. I don't even want to rank him as a point guard. So do I rather have Conley or Russ? Probably Russ. John Wall I haven't seen play, so I'm not going to put him there. Would I rather have Jalen Brunson or Russell Westbrook? Honestly, I'd rather have Jalen Brunson. Marcus Smart or Jalen Brunson? Probably the defensive ability can be Smart or Brogdon. Probably give me Smart. Yeah, I'd probably rather have Smart than D'Lo, but I'd rather have Murray than Smart. Do I rather have Maxi or Lonzo? Am I too high on Maxi? I could be too high on Maxi. Who do I drop? Poole? No. I'd rather have Jordan Poole than Russell Westbrook. What am I doing? I'd probably put Poole here. Yeah. But would you rather have Poole or De'Aaron Fox or Poole or Kyle Lowry? This is tough, man. This really is tough. So I would drop D'Lo down here. And I'd drop... Maybe I'll drop Conley down here. Dinwiddie. I'd rather have Fultz than Cole. I'd rather have Rose than Dinwiddie, I think. Wow. The saying, like these are still all really good NBA players. Like Marco Fultz, really good. Conley's still a good NBA player when you look at the grand scheme of all these positions. Just when it comes to the point guard, the most loaded position in the league, it's tough. Like, I don't want to rank Rondo. I'm not going to rank Tyus Jones. I mean, like, I'll probably put, like, Jones in this tier. Like, Bledsoe, like, Schroeder, Rubio, do I put in this tier? He got hurt, but he was playing well. I don't think I'm missing anybody. I really do apologize. Like, Goran Dragic, I don't even know. Like, this tier is, like, weird, this 30 and on. You know what? I'm going to actually just get rid of this tier. So we're going to do the top 30. Wow. There's just so many good point guards, and it's tough to see who you would rank as the better option out of these guys. Like, is Simmons way too high still? Like, we haven't seen Simmons play in over a year. Same with Jamal Murray. So I might drop Ben Simmons to the end of this tier. And, like, when it comes down to it, would you rather have Jordan Poole or Ben Simmons? Ah, that's such a tough question. Like, I'd rather have Simmons than Maxey. I'd rather have Lonzo than Maxey, I think, just because of his defensive ability. But, like, what does Murray do that Maxey doesn't do, you know? Smart, there's still the offensive consistencies there. Brogdon, he's getting a little bit up there in age, and his offense has not really been where you'd want it to be. I'd probably rather have Brunson, though, than Brogdon. Oh my god, that's tough. Brunson or Brogdon? Brunson or Brogdon? Give me Brunson. I'm a sucker for recency bias. Alright. Is Smart too high? Yeah, give me Brunson over Smart. Even though he was Defensive Player of the Year, though. If I'm going to give Drew Holiday that love, I have to give Marcus Smart that love. Alright, so let me do this. Jamal Murray, I haven't seen play in a year, so I'm going to drop Murray down to 21, but he could definitely be up there next year. Simmons, we haven't seen play in a year, so I'm going to drop him to that Lonzo tier, because he's very similar to Lonzo's skill set, so, like, I think but Lonzo can hit a 3, but I think Simmons is still a little bit, like, is definitely better as a defender. Now, would I rather have Lowry or LaMelo? Honestly, give me LaMelo. And then, like, why isn't Fred VanVleet here? Did I miss Fred VanVleet? I might have missed Fred VanVleet. Is he listed as a 2? That wouldn't really make a lot of sense. But if VanVleet's not here, I won't be ranking him. But if I were to rank VanVleet, he'd probably be right behind DeJounte Murray. Would I rather have DeJounte Murray or Darius Garland? That's a tough question to ask. I think I'm good with this. I think, so, going into next year, Harden is, probably trending down. Chris Paul, trending down. Ja trending up, Shea trending up, Garland trending up, Holiday could be trending down, Lowry trending down, these two trending up. I think Fox is probably going to stay stagnant there. Poole, we'll see where he is at next year. Like, I think Simmons could still go up a tier when we remember how good he is. Like Russ, Wall, Conley, they're trending down. Rose is trending down. D'Lo's pretty stagnant. Brogdon's probably trending down. Murray can trend up. So that is my tier list. It's weird. I'm not, super comfortable with this. So let me know what you guys think of it down below. I'm sure you hate it, so let me know why. And drop a like if you guys want to see the other positions. I love you guys. I'll catch you on the next one.